Do you find yourself achieving all that you wanted, but still not finding any of the satisfaction that you thought would come with it?
Do you find yourself hobby to hobby, sometimes even job, wondering, why can't I even last a month?
Are you endlessly scrolling on TikTok, barely finishing a video before you go to the next? Do you see yourself comparing yourself to that old classmate from high school who recently discovered a cure to some rare disease in their internship while you waste away on your screen?
Well, then you might have hedonism. Go long!
Some side effects may occur like long-term feelings of emptiness, meaninglessness, and diminished satisfaction, and erectile implosion. Not really, but why do they have those in drug commercials?
Welcome back, my little eunoias. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the pursuit of pleasure or hedonism and how that is kind of plaguing today's world. And I feel like a lot of people aren't satisfied with what they have because of this constant need for pleasure, dopamine, and chasing your dreams, but also like the backside of having that. As someone who is very much a victim of this, I've had like 1,000 hobbies since I was like 10, and I've gone through so many jobs just being like, something's just not about this, like, let's not look at my resume. Also, if you're a future boss trying to hire me, you did not see this video.
Sorry.
Throughout my life, I've quit things or I've tried new things. Like, there's even this running joke in my family where it'd be like, oh, Layla, not you pursuing another thing. Oh, we'll see how this one goes. In a way, I'm a hedonist. It's fine. But I've had to learn recently the balance within this because I'm at a point, I'm at a point in my life where I'm just like, do I want to be constantly chasing this pleasure, or do I kind of want to settle down and enjoy where I'm at right now? Because yes, it's good to chase your dreams and it's good to chase after what you love, but it's also equally as important as being grateful for what you have now and appreciating where you're at in life. Because it's like, if you can't enjoy your life right now, what makes you think you're going to enjoy your life in the future? I recently had to deal with that, and I was at this point where it's just like, I got everything I wanted in that moment. I hadn't had my dreams yet, and I've done everything I need to do, and I've pretty much satisfied my needs and values, and I'm wondering like, well, what is this? Like, I still don't feel happy. I still feel like I'm chasing after the next thing. It always feels like the next thing to me. And then I realized, girl, what happened to gratitude? Like, how in Big Mouth there's that like gratitude frog? I don't know what it's called, but there's that one mother trucker, and he's like, well, maybe we can be grateful for this situation. And I feel like that's what I needed. I, in that moment, just needed to be grateful for what I had and just appreciate how life is now. Who knows if the future is promised? We should just be living our life to the fullest, which doesn't always mean chasing after something, but just also appreciating what we have. And with this feeling of despair, this feeling of what is this, I was like, okay, I thought back to my 2024 self, the summer of 2024. It was an era. I just felt like I was living my best life, even though I wasn't even having half of the manifestations that I had now. And I'm like, what was different? What was different about that era? Why was I literally living my life, living the best life, going out, going on solo days, hanging out with myself, going on trips, but also doing mundane things? And it was literally because I was just being grateful and just enjoying the little things. And I was really in that my romanticization era. And I realized I had to go back to that. And I think that's something we all have to go back to, because girl, do you want to be waiting for your life to just pass you by before you realize your life was the actual moment? Like, do you want to be like, oh, I wish my life was better, but then think of your younger self who said the exact same thing, and now you have like half of the manifestations you wanted? I was like, I can't live my life like this anymore, and I don't want you to live your life like this, because you deserve better. You're cool with me. I fucks with you. We're besties, okay? So I don't think you deserve that. You shouldn't think you deserve that. We're gonna heal that, okay? Now, with any issue I go through, I kind of have a system that's pretty much the same system except applied to the different situation. I'm gonna give you a rundown of the chapters of what I kind of did, or the process I went through to kind of appreciate my life more and be in a space where I can enjoy my life. First, I had to recognize my patterns. I had to realize, what's going on here, babe? The first part of healing, y'all, is recognition. But my friends use that all the time, but they That's be the only stage they be in. We gotta go through the other stages, okay, girl? The second stage is letting go of old patterns and reframing it. I didn't know how to make this like 2 different stages because they're kind of the same to me. Third stage is adding new patterns, adding new vibe, adding new zhuzh into your life, because when we let go, we gotta bring in the new. And then number 5 is time and just waiting and just allowing these patterns to happen naturally. There's a literal bee on my fucking laptop right now. Look at him being so busy and shit. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is recognize your pattern. What are you bringing into your life that's just like, I don't know if this is cutting it. What are the things that you are pouring your energy into, or things that you are doing that could be affecting the way you feel right now? This could be things like people, social media, junk food, your mindset, the things that you're surrounding yourself with, the excuses you make. I see so many times people make excuses on things that would help them, and it kind of snowballs into this big thing. I always think that like the first time you do something that you know you're not supposed to do, it just gets worse all the time, every time. The time you're supposed to say no, the time you're supposed to do something else, it's only gonna get worse. So what are you doing that could be potentially snowballing? Will I get attacked by a goose? He's like right next to me, y'all, right behind me. You seem to be minding each other's business. I mind your business, you mind mine. Simple. Number 2 is letting go of things that no longer serve you. This means people, social media, junk food, mindset, anything that is draining the energy from you, it gotta go. I don't care. Think of your energy like a cup of water, and everything that you just give to and you don't get anything back from just takes from that water, and by the end of the day you have no water. And this could contribute a lot to this feeling of constantly needing other pleasures, because you keep taking your own pleasure away from you, the long-term pleasure that actually helps you. This means you have to let go of certain people that are just literally energy demons. Bro, the way energy demons can take so much energy from you and you not even realize is actually crazy. You have to make sure that you are being mindful of the people that you allow in your atmosphere, girl. Be freaking selfish, because some people will literally take from you and like not give you anything back in return, and it's like at the end of the day you have nothing, and you can't blame them for being who they are, but you have to be responsible for you and who you let in your space. And you know who those people are, girl. You know it's that one aunt, you know it's that one cousin, that one friend. You know who it is. You don't even have to be rude. You can just be like having boundaries and be like, hey, I can't hang out, you know, I'm busy. Or just learning how to say no to things that you don't want to do. Plans that you feel like, oh, I just have to say yes because what if they don't like me? No. Say no. As well as social media, limit your social media. Do other things besides social media. Learn a language, read a book. You know, I always bring my Kindle somewhere instead of bringing my phone, because I hate bringing my phone. Or like if I have my phone in my like surroundings and I see it, I always want to grab it or something. So I try to hide it in places, especially at night when I'm supposed to be sleeping. I like doing things like painting, or, you know, actually doing the activity that you need to do and that you're procrastinating by going on TikTok, you know?
What? Oh. Okay.
But try to find a way not to look at social media, because then when you get into the social media, you get into the comparison, and then you get into the doom scrolling and watching content that's like not going to serve any purpose in your life and actually stops you from creating. I have a theory that the more you consume, the less you create. Hear me out, girl. As well as your health. I think if you're eating a lot of junk food, a lot of greasy foods, you're gonna be really tired. You're not gonna be as motivated. You're gonna feel lethargic, you know what I mean? So you kind of have to eat well, give your body healthy foods. Eat the rainbow, girl. We're gay up in here. Replace healthier snacks. There's different ways to do it. I'm not like, you know, the guru on stuff like that or the doctor on stuff like that, but find a way to eat more healthier foods, drink more water, and exercise, even if it's just walking your dog. These things will make you feel better and make you want to do stuff and be more motivated. As well as reframing your mindset. Reframing your mindset, reframing your mindset, reframing. You have to reframe your mindset. This is the little 2.8, 2.5. First thing you have to do is thought regulation. Learning how to regulate your thoughts. And let's say you have a little negative thought, like, oh, I'm not the best in the world. Oh my God. I think, okay, this is a thought. I'm not going to judge it. I don't even want to let it go away, because then you'd be like, oh, I don't want to think of a pink elephant. You think of a pink elephant. You know what I mean? So letting the thought be, okay, this is the thought. I don't think that I'm the baddest bee. Now you ask, why don't I think I'm the baddest bee? Why am I trying to, you know, run away from this thought? And then I think of that thought. I hold space for the thought. And then after I hold space for that, I think about the thought, maybe it's because of a deep-rooted fear, you know, because Sally and Tom were making fun of me because they're saying I wasn't the baddest bee, even though I know I'm the baddest bee. And then when I realize what it is, I'm gonna be like, okay, I can still feel this thought and then also believe in the belief that I am the baddest bee in this world. And that's what you do. You think about it, you hold space, you reframe it, and then you keep repeating and you redo it and you do it multiple times until you feel motivated and until you feel like it's actually helping, especially when you're on social media, because if you're on social media, you're comparing people, and that is a perfect pool to learn how to do it. Also, you get to recognize your trigger moments, like, oh, what moments am I the most triggered at? Oh, what thoughts do I have all the time? Because we go through like hundreds of thousands of thoughts all the time. It's hard to keep track of them, especially when you're just like thinking them and thinking them and thinking them. Kiki Palmer once said this really good theory, which is called the reframe.
And that's when the reframe comes in. I am the queen of a reframe, okay? It's not that I didn't get the role, it's that your movie no longer is going to be as good as it could have been. Because I'm not in it.
Yes, ma'am.
You didn't break up with me, you released me.
Yes.
From being in your wrath.
Come
of
on.
narcissism. And you can call it delusional, but I call it a reframe. And I feel like shifting the perspective always just, I mean, that to me is the trick. It's never, you're not gonna always be able to change the outcome, but you can always change how you looked at it.
How you look at it.
You know what I mean?
And you kind of have to think of negative situations like that and kind of reframe it in your favor, because honestly, we are all lucky people. We just don't recognize our blessings. We don't recognize when God is working in our favor, the universe is working in our favor, but we all are lucky people, and we should honor stuff like this. We should embrace stuff like this, and we should really just be positive as we can, because life will happen regardless. You might as well think positive about it. If you think of this like a compound, over time, if you choose to be happy now, choose to be positive now, over time you'll just be living a happy life. Like, instead of, oh, I'm going to choose to be negative now, I'm going to choose to be pessimistic now, and then over time it just leads to a negative life, just because of your mind, because of your frame, the way you're looking at things. The third step is finding things that you can add into your life. Life is all about romanticizing it, and before there were movies, there were lives, so why not make your life a movie now? You have to find a routine you can enjoy, something that you can romanticize the mundane tasks. Like, let's say you're a student, you like studying. Study at a library, you know? Study at a cafe, go cafe hopping. They actually say that like going to different cafes during one study session helps you increase productivity because your brain likes new things. Like me, if I'm working on a project, I like to have a separate space other than my bedroom or another part of my bedroom to do something like that. Light a candle, add some music. Sometimes you can take a new route to school or to work, or regardless of what you're doing, watch a YouTube video, research online, go on TikTok, and figure a way to romanticize it, because there's always something you can appreciate about your life that maybe someone else doesn't have. One of my favorite quotes from this book right here is, good enough for now. Try to find a life where you can be like, this is good enough for now. I'm on track to where I want to be, but I can appreciate where I'm at right now. As well as making a gratitude practice daily. It was important for me to like find ways to be grateful for my life in any other way. I like to implement my gratitude practice through my prayer. I say 5 things I'm grateful for in my prayer every single day when I do it, because it helps me be grateful for things. I like to do affirmations in the mirror and be like, I'm so grateful that I have this. I'm so grateful I can have this. Even when I'm doing things like I'm eating, I'm like, I'm so grateful I can eat. I'm so grateful I can walk in the park. I'm so grateful I have a healthy body. You know what I mean? Finding things you're grateful for every single day will just make you a happier person, because you're not always thinking, oh, well, this isn't this or this isn't that. You know what? Like, there's always going to be something you don't have, so you might as well appreciate what you do have. You know what I mean? Reflect on your achievements. I had such a hard time with this one. So literally in my room, I have this little achievement paper, and I like to put it on my corkboard, and I just like write down things that I'm proud that I did that day. And these things just help me be like, hey, Layla, you did this. Hey, Layla, you did this. Because in a world where it feels like everyone's doing more than you, it's hard to even recognize your own achievements and be grateful for that. As well as switch it up with the day-to-day. Change up your routine. You have to add new things like sparingly throughout your life, just so you're not doing the same mundane thing. That's how life can get boring. That's how you can be questioning life and be like, oh, is this what I want to, you know what I mean? Go hang out with your friends. I know your friends are saying that you work too hard, that you need to get out there. Go get out there. Find a jazz night. Go on these solo dates, you know? Add new things to implement your life. It's like adding fruit or like dressing or cheese to a boring salad. It's spicing things up, but you're still appreciative of the whole salad. I also feel like an important thing is living your life according to your soul. If you're doing something in your life that you know you're not supposed to be doing, or you know it goes against your whole being and your whole destiny and your whole journey, why are you doing it? Maybe that's why you can't find satisfaction in life, because you're living it for someone else, or you're living it because you think you should live it when you really don't want to live it. Why are you doing this to yourself? Find ways where you can find love into yourself and your routine and the things that you do, and find a life that you can be proud of. The last thing about learning to appreciate life more is time. At the end of the day, these things, changing your mindset, changing your habits, changing your patterns that you've done for so long, just takes time, and you have to give yourself grace. Jeanette McCurdy's memoir, I'm Glad My Mom Died, when she used to have her eating disorder, when she was recovering from it, she said she would focus on having dips, not slides, which means like if she would break her non-binging, she would only do it for like one day, or she will purge one day. She won't purge for the next week. And that's the thing about whenever you're trying to do something new, it's about not snowballing into your old habits. Oh, if you break it every once in a while, that's fine, but picking yourself back up, learning how to get back up, get back into the routine, get back to the positive mindset even when you do fail. These things just take time. These things just take experience. You expect to do all of this, have the most positive, go lucky mind in one day? No, it's just not possible, but over time it will be. Okay, my little noise, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope the advice and just the things I said today made sense and registered in your brain. Yeah, I hope everything is going out well in your life and you're taking care of yourself. Things are just working out. Life is kind of weird for me, but I'm doing better, and I feel like I just want to start doing more creative, fun things. Also, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment the little tree emoji. I don't know, because we're growing up in this, okay? Take care, my little noise. Bye!